Hello and welcome to The Pulse, your weekly Redline source for news and sports from all around MHS. Thanks for joining us. I'm Connor Dion, filling in for Blake Kelly this week, who sadly couldn't be here.
And I'm Morgan Kite. Today on The Pulse, learn about a group of students who are taking advantage of their downtime by preparing extra early for winter sports next year.
And find out the reactions of students and faculty alike about the new after-school policy being implemented into Manchester High School.
Stay tuned. This is
The Pulse. You may have heard announcements before the last bell of the day that students must leave the building at 2:15 if they are not with a teacher. Cameron Wesolowski explores the new policy with staff and students.
Overcrowding in the hallways and cafeteria areas after school has forced school officials to create and implement a new after-school policy. Students are no longer allowed to roam the halls unless they are receiving help from a teacher or participating in a club, activity, or sporting event. If they are waiting for the late bus, they must either wait outside or in room 208, not the cafeteria. Security guard Mark McKinney expresses his views on the new after-school regulations.
Because we know that if there's any kids in here and they don't have any of the criteria that I said, they're not supposed to be in here. So we don't have to go and have 50 questions. Why are you here? Where are you going? If you're not at the place where you're supposed to be, we know that it's time to leave.
Since this newly implemented policy, teachers have noticed a shift in the after-school environment, including the lessened hallway traffic, most notably near the cafeteria.
I think the new after-school passes are great for MHS because the students are safe. They have a place to go. They're not roaming around the building. It's our obligation to keep all the students safe.
Students have also noticed changes after the last bell. Diana Crawford shares her take on this new implementation.
I think it's a good thing because it's not fair to students who are trying to learn to be disturbed by people who are causing chaos.
From the hallways, this has been Cameron Wesolowski reporting.
The new policy will keep students safe after hours, while unsupervised students will be asked to leave the building by 2:15. Students are asked to have a pass if they plan on staying after school for extra help.
Well, I guess that just kind of makes sense. With the closing of our recent spring musical, Kiss Me Kate, the music wing has prepared themselves for the recent auditions for this June's one-act play.
No kidding!
Every year, Sack and Buskin puts on their summer one-acts, but this year they're throwing in a twist. The theme for the upcoming production is going to be Gender Bender, in which there will be males playing female roles and vice versa. Students were able to audition on this past Tuesday and Wednesday by not only acting out scenes, but by putting on musical numbers that they themselves have prepared.
I love how there's music, because I feel like all through the musical we have to do like the songs that we're given, but now we're just given free range to show our true potential and how we can really perform as singers as well as actors.
So our one acts every year are usually themed, and this year's theme is Gender Bender. So it's going to be guys and girl parts or girls and guy parts, but not necessarily guys in dresses, but guys playing a male, but in a script that was originally written as female.
Congratulations and good luck to all of the students that have just found out about their roles in this upcoming production. From The Pulse, this has been Kendra Garnett reporting.
Make sure to go and see the final production of this year's Gender Bender One Acts on June 5th. Tickets will be available at the door.
Man, we should go see that.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, now we move on to a group of students who also perform, but in a different discipline. These students are the athletes at MHS. It takes a great deal of practice during the season to be able to perform well, but some athletes take it to a whole new level of weight training and injury prevention. Greg Lucas hits the weight room to see what that off-season really means.
The MHS weight room crew consists of wrestlers, soccer players, football players, and other athletes who are preparing for their upcoming season. Athletes learn Olympic lifts and other professional lifts to increase their muscle strength and endurance. Arfan Ali explains his drive for the upcoming season.
My motivation to train for the off-season is, as many of you guys know, I wrestle, and I lift weights in order to get better so I can make it to States next year and to be better than my brother.
The weight room crew spends about 7 to 8 hours a week lifting to get better and prepare for the sport they love. This is only Coach Wheeler's first year, but he has spent many hours working with athletes on strength training and injury prevention.
Favorite part about coaching the weight room is the ability to work with young kids and get to work with a wide range of young kids. I get to work with athletes from all different sports as opposed to just one single group of athlete.
From The Pulse, this has been Greg Lucas reporting.
The weight room is open to anyone who wants to join. Students can go any day after school from 2:05 to 4:30.
It's pretty cool that we already have students preparing for the winter season.
Yeah, at this rate, they're going to be ready for next year in no time.
All right. Well, anyway, it seems as if cell phones are glued to the hands of students in Manchester High School. Some teachers are okay with it, while others seem to have a different view on the issue. Jay Nolan brings us to the classroom to shed light on this gray area.
While cell phones can be a very educational resource, it can also be a teacher's worst nightmare. The usage of cell phones often drives away the focus of students, which makes these devices a major frustration to teachers.
Students being on their phone in class is just, I think, really distracting to them because they're not, absorbing the lesson that I'm teaching them. And it's also really disrespectful because, when I'm teaching or when I'm talking with them or helping them, I'm not on my phone, I'm not distracted. So if they're on their phone kind of while I'm teaching, it's really disrespectful that they're, choosing their phone over the valuable things that I have to tell them.
Cell phone use is allowed during power hour and between classes, but not during class unless given permission by a teacher. If a student does not follow this rule, teachers may take it away or send it down to administration. Some teachers even have creative methods of making sure their students are looking at the board, not a cell phone screen.
When kids are on their phone in class, I tend not to get too upset anymore. I take their phones and put them in our green team phone jail because you're not allowed to have your phone out in class because you have to focus on learning and we don't want it to be a distraction. I try and do a better job with how I used to be because a couple years ago a girl was using her brand new iPhone 5S for a while in class and I had to throw it out the window. So I think the phone jail works a lot better.
Although it is tempting to use cell phones in class, teachers deserve full attention from their students. From The Pulse, this has been Jade Nolan reporting.
While cell phone use is okay during power hour and in hallways, students need to make sure they are stowed away for class.
All right, let's throw it over to my program. Ariel and Alex will be giving us an insider look on track practice in this week's review booth.
For this week's review booth, I was put to the test. I was going to participate in a whole day of track practice. How hard could it really be? Tired. It's not really going well. I think we just started. The lap really killed me.
Did you even run the lap?
Don't tell Coach. I don't know. Couldn't keep up with him. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I think you gotta keep going. You wanna try some field events?
Yeah, let's get on those. It'll be pretty.
His 400, it was okay. Just okay. His long jump, same thing. Could use some work, Did he even do the high jump?
Hey, Andrew, you ready? You ready to do some more? Come on, buddy, let's go. Come on, man. Coach is calling us. Let's go.
I don't know what to do with him.
I don't know who Alex Hardy is. I've never seen him a day in my life. I saw a crazy guy try to hurdle with a helmet on today. You do know we save those for the pole vaulters, right?
And now we have a special tribute for our friend Alex Reale, produced by Isaiah Nieves and Quinn Packer.
But seeing everybody here and all your faces in the oddest of ways gives me so much comfort to know how much he was loved by everybody. not just our tight-knit, but the world we sent them out into, you know? And with all these young faces that I see here that are either going to college or preparing to go to college, if you knew Alex, which I know you did, he would want you to take a piece of his heart with into this world with you.
2 weeks ago on Saturday, when I saw him at the open house of UConn, I was just really excited because it's like I can't wait to spend 4 years with one of my best friends. And unfortunately, that's not going to happen. I just want to say to the family, you made a wonderful son. If you couldn't have tried to make a better person. He's the best person that I could ever think. And I want to thank you for letting me have him in my life.
I think what everyone needs to understand is how thankful we are that there's so much support. Dave, his father, Lena, his stepmom, are going to need John, his stepfather, and Lynn. And what we just want to leave with you is that Alex was one of ours, and we loved him. Thank you.
When you can't find the lights, it's got you on a cloudy day. When the stars ain't shining bright, and you feel like you've lost your way. And the candle lights of home burn so very far away. Well, you got to let your soul shine, just like my daddy used to say. He used to say, soul shine. It's better than sunshine. It's better than moonshine. It's damn sure better than the rain. Lord, the people don't mind, we all feel this way sometimes. You got to let your soul shine, shine till the break of day. Grew up thinking I had it made, gonna make it on my own. Life can take the strongest man and make him feel so alone. And now and then I feel a cold wind blowing through my aching bones. And I think to what my daddy said. He said, boy, there's a darkness before the dawn. You got to let your soul shine. It's better than sunshine. It's better than moonshine. It's damn sure better than the rain. And the people don't mind, we all feel this way sometimes. You got to let your soul shine, shine till the break of day. It's better than sunshine.
All right, well, this is going to wrap it up for this edition of The Pulse. Be sure to tune in next week for more news and sports updates from all around the school.
And if you think you have something newsworthy that we might have missed, be sure to come down to 175 and let us know. We might just put it in our next show.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Connor Dion.
And I'm Morgan Kite. Have a great weekend, Manchester.
He used to say, soul shine. It's better than sunshine. It's better than moonshine. It's damn sure better than the rain. Lord, the people don't mind, 'cause we all...
I like that one pretty well.
Yeah, that
Good
was
job.
pretty good for my
yeah,
first
I know,
time.
you're pretty good. I was impressed.
What are you doing? This is my segment. You're on the review.
Blake, we thought you weren't coming, and
You just replaced me?
no, it's not. We just
Wait, how far into the program are you?
we just finished the.
Okay, that's great.
We just finished the program, but
Yeah, at least you guys can see me next week.
have a good week, Manchester.